Thank you, Madam Toastmaster. Um, Not now, Maria. When was the last time you almost started something and then quietly told yourself, not now? When I was younger, I really loved playing badminton. It was not a real game of badminton. It was not competitive. We didn't have a net. But the way we played with my sister or friend, we just kept throwing shuttle back and forth. And the goal was to keep it off the ground for as much as possible. And sometimes I would jump really high, and sometimes I would rush towards the other person. And it was a lot of fun. And this game is associated with me with being calm, with being focused, with feeling accomplishment, and just with warm summer nights. So recently I thought, why not to learn this game? Why not to sign up for a gym where you for the place where they teach you how to play uh, and basically start learning again. But every time this thought crossed my mind, I told myself, not now. Not because it is scary, like jumping with a parachute or starting a new business, not because it's expensive. It's just uncomfortable enough. I'm thinking about how I will walk into this place, how I will be uncertain what to do, how this all going to be just awkward, uncomfortable. And that is, I just say myself, not now. And I suspect many of us have something like that. And it's probably not a badminton, but it's maybe some new skill, a new class, a new project that we just keep delaying. Um, so last year, I wanted to do something different for my birthday. I wanted to visit a friend in North Carolina, and then I wanted to spend a few days by myself. And this whole idea of this trip again made me very uncomfortable. I kept saying to myself, not now. And because I didn't want to drive long distances, I felt uncomfortable walking into a restaurant all by myself and then spending my birthday all by myself, not with my friends or family, which also seemed very awkward. And I kept saying to myself, not now, but then finally I did it. I just went, I bought a plane ticket, I reserved a hotel, I rented a car. And it turned out that it wasn't as scary as I thought it would. Driving was just a driving. I listened to my favorite songs on from my phone, and walking in the restaurant was just fine. I sat outside, I listened to the ocean. People on the next table smiled and waved at me, and it was just fine. But the most important thing that happened to me on that trip is that as I went for a hike and I walked near the ocean on my birthday, I kind of thought about what what my life is like right now and where I want to be. And I came up with some important decisions about how I want to be healthier, both mentally and physically. And this would not happen if I would delay that trip again. And so there are three things that this experience taught me. First of all, my discomfort did not disappear after the trip, before the trip. It disappeared as I was doing those things. And now I feel more confident, like I can go solo somewhere because I know it's not going to be a big deal. Second is when I thought about postponing things, it doesn't make the discomfort go away 100%. It's still there on the back of my head, and I keep thinking, yeah, I should have done that. I it's I don't feel great about myself by delaying those things. And then finally, when I postpone something like that, it robs me of some great experiences that I would not experience otherwise. Experiences, serendipity of meeting new people, new insights, new ideas, feeling of accomplishment. So I suspect that many of us have these things that we are postponing. It's meaningful for us enough to matter, but it's uncomfortable enough, so we delay it. And the only question becomes, why are we keep saying to ourselves, not now? Because sometimes the difference between idea and experience is just a first step. So instead of saying not now, why don't we say, why not today? Thank you.